Have you guys heard of this movie called Newborn? So David Oyelowo plays this young contractor who is newly married and is about to start a family with his wife, just as soon as his younger brother, who is presumably about 18, goes off to college because he's been supporting him this whole time. But one night, his brother comes home covered in blood and he just committed vehicular manslaughter. David Oyelowo's character doesn't want to see his brother go to jail, so he decides to take the fall for his brother and ends up going to jail for vehicular manslaughter in replace of his brother. So about 2 years into his sentence, he ends up in a situation where he is falsely accused of murdering a prison guard, and he is put into solitary confinement for 7 years. Now, after those 7 years are up, he is released, but being in confinement that long takes a toll on his social skills. So when he exits the prison, he is greeted by his wife and his son, who was conceived just before he went into prison. And we find out very quickly that his son is mute. He does not talk at all. He can, he just won't. His wife suggested they go upstate to a hotel that is being renovated, where they can stay for several weeks and just spend time with each other in seclusion. So when they get there, the groundskeeper is relatively nice, although somewhat suspicious. And he does not trust him at all, especially how cozy the guy seems to be with his wife. And he immediately starts to believe that his goal on this trip is to bond with his son Jake and protect him from people trying to take him away from him, which seems all well and good. But in the process, he starts becoming suspicious of not only the groundskeeper, but of his wife, of some sort of conspiracy to take his son away from him, which makes him progressively more unhinged throughout. So right off the bat, this is The Shining. There's no way around it. This is literally The Shining. It's just a way to justify the events of what happened in The Shining, but it's The Shining. I felt like I didn't understand where this was going, and so it made for a somewhat frustrating experience. The other thing too is just the idea that he is losing track of reality throughout wasn't particularly clear, because it was also trying to correlate with real struggles of people who are actually excessively confined in the prison system. So it almost felt like they were trying to take a real life problem and use it to distract from what this was intended to be, which is more of a psychological thriller. I was fairly disappointed in the execution of this one, and also the trailer was incredibly misleading. So unfortunately, I'm only gonna give this one like 2 bangs out of 5. This has been Bang Bang with Bam Bam.